He's the #1 ranked in true talent. I said that about him. I knew that about him, and he's 83 rated. Welcome to the Last Chance franchise. It's season number 2, the 2019 season. We finished the last one 6-10. We went into the draft and we picked ourselves up some players. We got ourselves a new starting running back. We got ourselves a new second running back. We got ourselves a new starting left tackle and center and a bunch of positions. We got some undrafted free agents on the team. Of course, that fits it. We got some free agents on the team. Guys like Zach Miller, who haven't played for a year, who's been injured, horrible injury, and is back. And we've got, well, it's the new Adrian Wilson. It's a 6'3", hard-hitting, fast-moving safety. It's Al Bethay. He will look to make a difference very quickly. We've also got Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie on the team. Really, it's just a throwback for all the old-school Cardinals fans. We've got Adrian Wilson and Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie on the team. Big defensive backs, so it's back to old-school Cardinals football. So, what have we got going on this season? Well, let's set a season goal. What do we want to achieve this season? And I don't know, to be honest. I think we'd like to go over 500, at least be 500, and much more than that, I can't say, because, you know, making it to the playoffs and stuff, I don't know. We want at least 8 wins, that's for sure. We want to be better this year. There's no guarantee we'll be significantly better, but we'll definitely be 500 better. But everybody wants to be better this season. That includes the Ravens. So let's take a look at their team. And here's an interesting turn. Lamar Jackson, now in his second year, is the starting quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens, which will give us many problems. The only positive we've got here is the fact we've got Shaquem Griffin, who can keep up with him at linebacker. And that's one of the few linebackers in the league who can. Running back is Alex Collins, who will look to run hard. It's not going to be easy, I'll tell you that much. This is an interesting looking team. Let's take a look at the wide receivers. Michael Crabtree, Ellis Mayer, a new receiver, a rookie receiver out of Alabama, a red zone threat. They're going to hit us with everything in this game. So in this one, we've got returning players. We've got a returning series team, the Ravens, of course. And more importantly, 2 huge names retired last season. Larry Fitzgerald, of course, we know about that, and Terrell Suggs. Now, the way Madden works, you make it into the Hall of Fame a lot quicker, and those 2 guys made it into the Hall of Fame, and the 2 teams square off against each other here to start this season. So this really is the Hall of Fame game, just a different kind. Let's see what happens when we play the Ravens, and let's see if we can't get this season off to a good start, even if we are on the road. Here we go, it's the Battle of the Birds to begin this new season with some new players, and we're away from home in Baltimore, and let's see how this will go for us. Baltimore starting with Jackson, of course, at quarterback, and they get a completion to Crabtree to start it off. And now going not with the ground game, but a play action, but it's not enough time there for Jackson as he is sacked by Anthony. And now on 3rd and 17, looking to pass, completes to Hurst, but he's stopped well short of the first down. But we get pinned down here, and Dawson just gets out of the end zone, avoiding a safety. Play action here, a little bit of a dangerous play on 3rd and 8, but he gets it out to Henderson for the first down. And now 3rd and 5 from the 24-yard line. Rosen with a bit of time here in the pocket, but nobody open. Throwing it deep downfield now to Dawson, who catches it. The rookie with a big catch downfield. And after that, 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Rosen rolling out to the right now, putting it downfield towards Kirk, but it's intercepted by Marlon Humphrey. Nowhere near Kirk. Kirk was just overrun by Humphrey the whole time. Humphrey makes a break on the ball, intercepts it. It's the returning Reboot franchise player, but then Griffin, shortly after the interception, gets the ball out. It's recovered by Owa Digizuwa. Jackson fumbling close to his end zone, and on 1st and goal, we give the ball to Dawson, the rookie, who gets stopped short at the 2-yard line. We give him another chance on 2nd and a goal, and he will score his first NFL touchdown in his first NFL game. No biggie for him. With an extra point attempt for our rookie kicker, he will put his first pat attempt to the side, and then the ball back to the Ravens, and they don't do much with it. And Dawson now on the ground, trying to pick up the first down, just shy of it. 3rd and 1, giving it to Scott now, the other rookie, who picks it up, but not much more. 3rd and 11, it's a play action. Rosen with some time, finding an open, cajuiced down the sideline, who is pushed out of bounds. 3rd and 6 now for Rosen, who's been moving the ball pretty well, avoids a sack there, now throws it, completes to Zach Miller, a great play by Josh Rosen. 3rd and goal, putting it into the end zone, and it's not caught, and we will settle for a field goal attempt and a successful field goal, and a sack coming in there from Jeremiah Atoachu on 3rd and 19. Jackson in trouble again, but avoids that sack, completes to Collins, and nobody's near him. The first man there, Ronnie Harrison, coming from behind, getting him out of bounds at the 49-yard line. 2nd and 11 for Jackson now. Plenty of time here in the pocket. He moves around, finds Sneed for a first down, who takes a big hit, but it's still a first down. 1st and 15. Rogers Cromartie after Crabtree didn't have great coverage on him. 3rd and 6. Jackson again in the pocket, enough time there, but a broken up pass. I believe that was Ronnie Harrison flying through the frame. 3rd and 11, and Josh Rosen is sacked, taken down. Not much time left in this first half, and the Ravens trying to get some extra points before the half ends, and they'll get into field goal range with a completion to Sneed. 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line, but Jackson is sacked by Shaquem Griffin. They only get 3 points, and Dawson now running. We've only got a few seconds left in this game, and he almost turns it into a big play. 3 seconds left, 1 second, and we take a long field goal attempt, and it drops just short. It's no good, but it was worth just the attempt at the end of the first half. So coming out in the second one, and Dawson running strong again. He's getting some good runs, but also a lot of negative ones. Minus 1 yard, minus 2 yards. The line's not blocking great for him. The Ravens now with the ball, 3rd and 6. Jackson finding no, overthrowing a wide open tight end for the touchdown, and they settle for another field goal, but it ties the score at 9 apiece. And now the Ravens back with the ball, and it's Mayer here with the first down after a screenplay, and a flag coming in at the end as well, giving the Ravens a big gain, but the sack there by Anthony takes some of that away. 3rd and 15 we've set up. Jackson with time in the pocket, rolling around, moving around, running out to the right now. He's being covered by Anthony. He throws it away, and we'll get the ball back after a punt. Josh Rosen rolling out on a bootleg. Going downfield, going deep downfield for Zach Miller. The big completion just shy of the 30-yard line. Sets up this field goal attempt, which goes wide right. Our rookie kicker having a nightmare in this game. 2nd and 11, and the pass is broken up by the rookie linebacker, Scruggs. And on 3rd and 11, they go for Crabtree, but Anthony was there the whole way and picks that one off with a great over-the-shoulder catch. You don't see linebackers pulling those off too often, but he gets it there. 3rd and 15, it sets up for the offense, and going down the sideline looking for, I believe, Henderson. An interception thrown to Tavon Young, who's taking it downfield, stopped at the 45-yard line, and he just jumped that ball the entire way. Looked like the receiver might have been open, but the throw was not good enough. And then a wide open Andrews. Blown coverage, no idea who was responsible for him, but he gets into the end zone untouched, no problems whatsoever. So now the score 16-9. 8 minutes left in this game, plenty of time left in it. 3rd and 1, the ball goes to Scott, the second rookie we took at the running back position this year. 3rd and 10, and Rosen was moving the ball well until he throws that incompletion. Could have been a lot worse. And 3rd and 7, Jackson, play action, is sacked by Anthony. 1st and 10, as Rosen now again on the play action, rolls out, throws this one deep downfield to Henderson for the completion, stops shy of the 25-yard line. But a 3rd and 16 we got ourselves into, quite the hole, throwing downfield, looking for a receiver, into some traffic, and now a long field goal attempt again for the rookie kicker. This time it's good, making the score 16-12. It's a close one here, but a big completion to Hurst with 3 minutes left in this game. We get the ball back, 19-12 the score, and Miller with the catch, drops short of the 50-yard line. 50 seconds left in the game, 2nd and 1, and it's to Miller again, who's starting to show up in this game, and Rosen is beginning to trust him. 3rd and 10, and he tried to force one in there to Christian Kirk, and it's picked off again by Marlon Humphrey. And Marlon Humphrey getting out of some attempted tackles and downfield. He's not even running that fast, but nobody's there to catch him. He's got a bunch of blockers. The only one getting close is Dawson. Dawson does get to him, but not before he gets into the end zone. Let's just be honest, that was nowhere near even remotely close to good enough. Now, I'm not entirely sure what's going on here on the screen, but we'll be able to see the stats well enough. Not that we want to see them well. Josh Rosen, 235 yards, 3 interceptions, 40% completion percentage. It's not quite going to plan. Now, of course, it's the first game. We can blame a bunch of stuff. We'll leave any criticisms once we've seen a few games. Langford Dawson, in his first game, we gave him 23 carries. He averaged 2.3 yards. Wouldn't really blame him on a bunch of those. guys coming through free. Receiving, Zach Miller has proven himself to be a very worthwhile pickup because he's had 7 receptions for 123 yards in a day that went terribly. He managed to somehow stand out. And then we'll take a look at the defense. Rashawn Scruggs did well. Stefan Anthony did very well. And I have to go very, very far down here to find the 8th overall pick of the draft, Al Bethea. 2 tackles he was involved in. 2. He was MIA. There was absolutely nothing going on with him. 2 sacks for Shaquem Griffin. 2 sacks for Anthony. 1 for Jeremiah Ataochu. Interceptions, 1 for Anthony as well. And that's pretty much as good as it got. Apart from this false fumble by Shaquem Griffin, which was recovered by Owa Adigizuwa and got him injured. Did get us a touchdown as well, though. But it just... Honestly, we need just a fresh week. We started away from home. Maybe that's the problem. The Ravens are low overall, but actually a pretty good team. Who knows? Well, I'm glad there's no scouting or anything to do in the first week because I just want to get away from this one as quickly as possible. We need to move on. We need to get onto this game against the Giants. So, week 2, this is what we needed. We needed a home game. And let's just, let's forget everything. Forget how we called the game. Forget what happened in the game. We're set, we're refreshed. People who were injured are no longer injured. Everything is just back to where it should be. This is where we begin the season. And but one thing we won't forget is the fact we didn't see anything from Bethea. He needs to step up. We'll say that much. He needs to step up. 8th overall pick, you can't make 2 tackles and not show up anywhere else. Especially when Ronnie Harrison was getting better again. He'll soon overtake you and you'll be forgotten. So players need to step up, that's for sure, but the coaches need to be doing better as well. In our first home game, we don't want to lose it. The Giants, not the strongest opponent, gives us a chance. And on 1st and 10, they go with the powerful running back Saquon Barkley. For a good gain on a 2nd and 4, they go and pick up that first down as he spins away from multiple defenders. 2 spins back to back there, and on 1st and 10 they go to Beckham Jr. So of course we know they got weapons on offense, but can they feed them? Right now the answer is yes, as Beckham makes 2 guys miss and goes into the end zone for a touchdown. Eli Manning, however, injured on that play. So Eli Manning, maybe the weak link, now injured. Rogers Cromartie couldn't make the tackle on Beckham. Patrick Peterson tries to be a little bit too aggressive, and Beckham just goes by him as well, and he goes untouched after that into the end zone for the touchdown. So now our offense with the ball, 1st and 10. Dawson making some good runs there, making a guy miss. 2nd and 2, and it's to Scott, the other rookie who's been playing well as well, and he gets a good run there. 1st and 10, back to Langford Dawson with some space around the outside, spinning away from one defender, tries the double spin like Barkley did earlier, but he gets tackled there. 3rd and 6, Rosen with time, finds Christian Kirk, who gets the first down, stopped at the 4-yard line. On our 1st and goal, he runs straight through the offensive line into the end zone for the touchdown. Josh Rosen getting it done himself if his receivers aren't going to be open. But now Saquon Barkley with the big run, finally stopped by Peterson and Bethea. No, he's not. He keeps going. Rogers Cromartie, the only one who can stop him now, brings him down around the ankles, but that was close to a huge run. Not good enough on the tackles, but Peterson brings in a strong one there, and we hold them to a field goal. The score now, 7 and 10, and Langford Dawson took a big hit there, but he held onto the ball. Now Henderson on the end around with a cut inside. Henderson coming upfield. A nice run from him. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line, and Dawson finding a little bit of space around the outside. The spin move to come back inside. Landon Collins making that tackle. 3rd and 3, we try with Dawson again. Unfortunately, his blockers weren't quick enough. He almost got the first down, but gets hit and fumbles the ball. So a rookie fumble. A fumble by the rookie on a drive that could have ended in points, and now the Giants have it back, leading by 3, looking to do some damage here with 4 minutes left in the first half. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. It's Kyle Laletta at quarterback. Eli Manning is out for the game. 3rd and 11, and he's now rolling around in some trouble, panicking, and he is taken down by Shaquem Griffin, our new sack specialist. And then on 1st and 10, that ball was absolutely zipped and forced into that space. And now on 1st and 10 to Zach Miller, who's become a favourite weapon of Josh Rosen. 2nd and 1 as he goes again over the middle to Zach Miller. Again as we cross the 50-yard line into Giants territory with 30 seconds left in the half. And again, where do you think he's going to go? To his favourite weapon, Miller, who gets out of bounds. 21 seconds left on the clock. Rosen looking that same way again to Miller, who makes the catch at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and he is sacked, taken down, setting up 2nd and goal at the 9. Rosen sacked again, loses the ball, recovered by the Giants, and that will mean no points as we end the first half. So we go into the second, 10-7 could very easily be 21-10 in our favour. Scott returning this one, taking it right through the middle, and Scott getting past everyone. Tremaine Scott over the 30, going to the 20. Nobody's going to touch him as he gets into the end zone. Tremaine Scott, the rookie, with a 102-yard touchdown return. He's not even that fast. He just powers his way through the one guy that touched him, and then the blocking was good enough that nobody ever got near him after that. 2nd and 5 now for the Giants. Saquon Barkley, we have taken the lead 14-10, and the Giants looking to get that lead back, but they're sacked by the rookie middle linebackers, Rashawn Scruggs. 2nd and 15, though, a big completion to Rodgers. Alberthay was there, and he just gets run over by Rodgers. Our safety, who was supposed to be a strong safety, the Heisman Trophy winner, just got run over by a receiver, and that receiver then went on his way to score a touchdown. Not what we've expected from him when we took him with the 8th overall pick. And another fumble there by the rookie Langford Dawson, which is now 2 in this game. 2nd and 6, and it's a good run by Scott. Now Scott again with the ball as we turn it over to him, give him a couple more chances with Dawson not being the most secure carrier, but we give him another chance here. 1st and 10, making one man miss as he picks up the first down. Not a bad way to run. Now 2nd and 8, Dawson again running into a couple of players there and getting stopped. 3rd and 10, going into the end zone, and it's a touchdown for Christian Kirk. Josh Rosen putting a cherry on top of that drive, which was very successful. 21-17, the score now, taking the lead again, but the Giants last time out went straight up the field and scored. Let's see if we stop them this time. 2nd and 2, Barkley is stopped short on that play. 1st and 10, and the letter goes out to the wide 2 Shepard, and he gets a few yards there, but Kenny Anderson, the rookie, the undrafted free agent, is injured on that play. Bethea with a tackle there, but not before they got the first down. 2nd and 10, they go with the screenplay here. Barkley has got a bit of space, but the defenders managed to get to him. Never enough blockers in that screen. 3rd and 7 for Kyle Laletta now. Rolling, throwing to Beckham Jr., completing. He takes a big hit, but he held onto the ball. And on 4th and 6, they punt away to us. 5 minutes left in this game, and it was a bad punt going out at the 28-yard line. Langford Dawson losing the ball as he carries it. The first carry of that drive, and the Giants get it back at the 21-yard line. Well, now 21-yard line on 2nd and 6, and Rodgers with a 2nd touchdown of the game as he spins away from defenders. And now Odigizua is injured. 1st and 10, and Chase Edmonds now with the ball as we have given up in this game on Langford Dawson. His carrying is just not there. Zach Miller with a catch over the middle. Of course, just a field goal will tie this game up. A touchdown puts us back in the lead again. And 2nd and 4, a completion to Christian Kirk. There are 2 minutes left in this game, and Josh Rosen has not thrown an incomplete pass yet. He's 100% completion percentage. Henderson gets stopped short there. We settled for the field goal. Right now, all of our running backs are injured. 2nd and 10, Jeremiah Otaochu coming in there. I say they're injured. Anderson is injured now. They're either injured or Langford Dawson, who fumbles too much. 1st and 10, a completion over the middle to Fowler, keeping the perfect streak going. 1st and 10 again, looking downfield, but intermediate to Dawson. He goes out of bounds, well, tried to get out of bounds, but we will go into overtime here. 3rd and 3, and the Giants won the toss, but lose the ball here as they have to punt it away after Shaquem Griffin comes in with a big sack. Now Josh Rosen, what can he get done here with the offense? Throwing, and it's an interception. His first incompletion of the game. The only incompletion of the game is an interception thrown in overtime, giving the Giants perfect field position. All they have to do here is score a field goal to win the game, as this, of course, is their 2nd possession, and that's what they will try and do here. That is what they will do here, and we lose the game in overtime. How unfair is that? How unfair is it that Josh Rosen's the only interception of the day, he threw 28 completions in a row, and the only incompletion is an interception that loses the game? It's just, I've got nothing to say apart from, hey, let's talk about this running game that was terrible. I mean, Tremaine Scott, I hope he's going to be healthy again quickly, because he was actually really good. Receiving, Zach Miller, again. Wow, Zach Miller, he is something else. What a acquisition he's been. Christian Kirk, not bad in this game either. I mean, it's just, I don't want to talk about anything because I thought this game was going to end with 100% completion percentage for Josh Rosen. Let's talk about the defense. And one thing, Alberthay, it's not good enough. It is not good enough. 1.5 sacks here, one here, half a sack here. You can't really give him credit. No interceptions, no turnovers, no anything. We need something from the 8th overall pick. I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying we need something from him. This isn't good enough. So, 2 new injuries, 2 new long-term injuries. Great, fantastic. That's what we need when we're 0-2 at the beginning of the season. Digizuwa is out for 7 weeks, and Kenny Anderson, the undrafted free agent we picked up, is done for the season. I feel sorry for him. We'll put him on IR. That's really sad that, he got his chance, he got a shot, and this is what happens to him. But, before we do anything else, let's talk about the fact that Schlegel here was drafted not that highly and has been doing quite well. Pretty well. Pockman's been doing pretty well. Dawson, I don't know, he was drafted higher than he should have been. Scott, not drafted highly, been doing pretty well. Of course, where I'm leading this onto is the fact that this guy was drafted 8th overall. This guy is a Heisman Trophy winner. And not only, like the first game, is he not showing up, when he does show up, it's a 50-50 of whether he's going to do badly or just averagely. And I can't believe that. And I don't know what's wrong with him. And I'm hoping it's just going to take him some time to warm up to the NFL. Because, that's just what it is for some guys. It takes some time. And I know why we're doing badly. I understand that. I made a mistake in the sense that we dropped too many players from last season. We've got too many new starters everywhere. Just here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically 6 if you count receivers. 6 new starters on offense. Defense, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll keep it at 4. But technically, if you're thinking about sub-package and stuff like that, it's more. But it's too much change. It's a new offensive system. It's going to take a little bit of time. This isn't going to be like in previous rebuild seasons where the first draft is so big and so good that we get so many good players that it's, oh, here we go. This is where we should be reaching the playoffs. This was built differently. It was about getting people who need another chance and getting them on the team, which means we didn't have as much draft capital, which means we're not just going for the best possible players straight away as soon as possible in terms of the draft. I mean, we are in the draft, but we're not giving ourselves as many chances to hit on those guys. We're trying to build a team of people who are here for the same reason, and therefore it's going to take a little bit longer to be good. So this 0-2 is bad. There's no denying that. We're not happy with it. But it's understandable when you consider why the team is what it is. But it's got to get better. 100%. This game was close. And I think the problem was once Rosen started throwing completion, you start to get timid. You don't want to lose a streak. And that affects, how you play. And then, the fact that our best running back, apparently, with the best carrying on the team, is fumbling the ball 3 times doesn't help either. So maybe it was just a bad game. Maybe it's a bit of a hangover from that first game, which I think shocked us all. Week 3, we've got to get better. We're playing against the Seahawks. It's going to be tough, but we've got to get better. And if we win here against an NFC West rival, that will help us for the rest of the season, no doubt.